we had a house yet, but okay. But we are
live.
Morning.
Hello, Rebecca. Rebecca says, can't wait. I'm going to do this today and keep my word to Jana and to myself. What, a vision board, Rebecca? Is that what you're going to do today?
I'm guessing that's what she means. Yep.
Yeah. That's possible.
Hey, morning, AJ.
Hey, AJ.
He's on it, man.
Hey, Jay. He's got a meeting at noon, though, or whatever time it is over there. So, happy Wealth Wednesday. And, as I was thinking about Wealth Wednesday, doing an act of kindness for someone, I started thinking about the reason that we do that and the reason that we want to be able to, to have those things and to be able to have a better life. And so that we understand, what the money doesn't control us. It started making me think about my vision board and having a vision and having goals, and, there's tons of different things we can talk about. A person without vision will perish. When I was going back, to a counselor years ago for my first marriage, he suggested a book and a series, and he said people in relationships, the biggest problem is they run out of goals. They're not setting goals. He said, if you want to change your wife's attitude, plan a vacation for 6 months from now, or even a year from now, and get the place and pick it out and make your reservations. For that year, she's going to be excited about that goal, about going there, and about, things that are going to happen in the future. And so if you don't have a vision board, the number of people who have vision boards, celebrities, is amazing. We talked about the actor who wrote the check to himself. We talked about that a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Can't think of his name, the comedian.
Jim Carrey.
Oprah Winfrey, Arnold Schwarzenegger, all have vision boards, dream boards, vision boards. And, that's one of the reasons that we talk about the tracker. Okay. The tracker is kind of a vision board. It's kind of this is what, I want to do. I filled mine out for the first 2 days and, what my goals were and what I was going to do. But that's kind of the same thing. But, Lisa, you've got a vision board.
I do.
And you started thinking about moving from California when? How long ago?
Oh, we started talking about it about a year and a half ago, but we didn't really know where we were going to go.
Right. And then Tom's got a sister in Georgia, right?
Yeah. Yep. And I flew out to Georgia last October to do speak with a group about Touchstone and our products. And It was really intriguing there. Just the way that we were received and the way that people were and how beautiful it is. It was not, the area wasn't on at that point, we're going to move there.
Yes.
Right.
But on that list or on the board. But it intrigued us. So then we went back again I went back to do another presentation, and Tom went with, and we kind of poked around and fell in love with the lake. And one of the things that we always wanted was, if we were going to move and leave California, we knew we wanted to be somewhere on a lake. That's just the vision we wanted of if we're going to make this change. We both love the lake lifestyle, and that's what we wanted. So but I didn't want to go. It was breaking my heart to go without my family, because my daughter and son-in-law are here and my grandkids. And so we planned a vacation purposefully this summer, rented a house on the lake that we want to move to, and took everybody. And it was truly the best decision, because the minute they saw it, experienced it for the whole week. It's almost like we talk about driving the car, and you get in the car you want and you smell it and you touch it and you feel it. And that's what happened. And everyone now they're all planning on going as well.
Right. So that the vision of the future and change became reality when you went there and saw it. You know, I talked about yesterday about us looking for houses and looking for, somewhere to live and a place to buy around here. And it's tough. I mean, I can tell you that Amanda saw a house, gosh, it's maybe even been a year ago, and got one of the papers, the papers that it was a new development, and put that on her wall and looks at it constantly. And it's kind of ironic when we look at houses, put an offer in on a house this past week, and she was like, yeah, I don't know. And I'm like, let's not even make it an offer.
Yeah.
Don't put an offer in a house. If you don't love it now, you definitely won't love it when you move in. But what's ironic is the houses that she really likes resemble the house that's on that wall, on her wall.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah. Well, what we do is we look at the 2 houses we have picked out several times a day. In fact, right now, Tom's on his computer looking at them both. And I told Denise, and she said, this is what you have to do. We were talking about it yesterday. Just start visualizing yourself in that house, putting your furniture there, unpacking your boxes. Well, I lay awake at night and dream about where everything's going to go and put it there. So, that's a way to help things come to reality.
And so, and the reason for a vision board is you gotta have goals that you're reaching for. Now, a rank is not really a goal. Now you go, what do you mean, Alan? Well, how do you visualize that?
Right.
Well, you can't really visualize what, executive looks like.
Mm-hmm.
You can look at what it will do for you. Okay. And so, I put out a video yesterday, and it's kind of funny when I put out odd videos, I get very little response to it, but I've started, paying for some coaching, some personal coaching. You and I know the people I talk to regularly, y'all know that, and joined a group of multi 6-figure income earners. You have to be in that category to be able to be part of this group. And so, because I know that where I am and where I want to be is, I'm a 6-figure a month guy. Now, I say that not to be bragging, not to say, well, I'm going to make all this money. It's what I can do for my family. It's the differences it'll make for my family, for my children, for my grandchildren. It's the difference that it'll make in what I can do for the team. I was looking at a motorhome again, a couple of years ago. I was looking at a motorhome. I'm like, they're talking about the kids doing homeschooling, and I'm gonna put the kids in a motorhome, and I want to just try them ride around the motorhome, and they can homeschool from the back.
I'm sure they're excited about that.
They don't care. I mean, they're like, well, whatever. I mean, if they got video games.
Yeah.
So you have a big picture of a motorhome on your vision board?
I don't know. But I tell you this, I keep going back to what Eddie said about the motorhome. Eddie will go, that's an interesting life. I'm not sure if you want to, live that life or not. You got to decide. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe I'll rent one, But check this out. Look at I was Googling homes. Look at this mountain home,
Yeah, pretty.
And I don't know if that's your gig or not. You might like, this is kind of an interesting little thing that's kind of hidden in the ground, people won't know you live there. You're talking about living off the grid. That's got the grid on top of you. But we were talking earlier about that, and I said, Google has some amazing photos.
Yeah.
It's easy to get. It's easy for me to get stuck on there.
And if you think that a vision board's kind of nonsensical, or I'm not going to sit and cut out pictures and do that, and you think it's a art and craft projects for kids. It really works. It's amazing.
Science-based.
It is science-based.
Scientific if you understand how the brain works.
Yeah. So don't poo-poo it. There's facts and science to back it up. Have fun and create it.
My favorite story is Ryan's about he taught about it. Oh, it's 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Gotta start thinking about, being done. His story about how he never made one and he was assessing his goals. If you guys haven't heard this story, and he realized he didn't really hit a lot of his goals, and he was trying to think about it, and he looked up at the wall where his wife's vision board was in their bedroom. And he said, I looked at it and everything on there we did.
Was her.
He was like, oh, shoot. So, it really does work.
Here is one that I saw on Pinterest. Now, this is somebody's bathroom. There's the sink, there's the mirror, there's the little medicine cabinet. Oh, yeah. They got like pictures of all kind of stuff, up there on their wall.
Bathroom.
Do what now?
I said, that's a lot of time spent in the bathroom. I'm a little concerned about it.
Well,
a lot of time.
Yeah, seriously.
You got to go in there to shower and brush your teeth. And I was wondering where their shower is, because in my bathroom, the steam would knock those pictures off the wall. But, wherever it is, if you saw in here, Amanda said, no, we will not motorhome it.
I saw that. I'm like, yep, I figured that was coming.
So definitely, whether it's a board or something you're putting on your office wall, or where you see maybe you want to write certain super important things on sticky notes and place them around. I just, when my kids were in high school, my son Scott needed, I forget what the scenario was that he needed money. And I said to him, you have to believe it. Like, you have to say, I'm a money magnet. I am a money magnet. And they just think I'm a wacko. So they're like, okay. So I went in his room and I had sticky notes, a whole pad of sticky notes everywhere that he could see. It said, I'm a money magnet. I'm a money magnet. And it was a big joke until he got a card in the mail with $100. And then he found $20 somewhere that he was. And then something else happened that he got money. And I was like, and he's like, that can't be it, Mom. I'm like, or it could. Years and years passed. And yesterday, he, for those of you who don't know, they're all living with us. He just got out of the military and they're looking for a house. And he had to go to work at like 3 a.m. So on his coffee maker, before I went to bed, I posted a sticky note that said, I'm a money magnet. And I thought that, he would laugh about it, whatever. Yesterday morning, when he got home from work, he said to me, you're never going to believe this. I went to gas and they're just sitting there. I found $32. I go,
just saying.
Money magnet.
Yeah. Well, if you guys could see the face of my computer, if you saw the monitor, there's Post-its all around, because Denise and I had a chat yesterday about the things I should be looking at every day to help perpetuate this move. So there you go. You've got to be seeing it and doing it, right?
You know what? Here's the thing. Maybe you don't 100% think that that's a thing, but it sure doesn't hurt, right? So I challenge you to try it, because I'm telling you, you will be surprised.
Yep.
You will, and listen, I mean, the thing is keep those goals in front of you, and so that when you get off track, and the main thing is if you believe it, you can do it. It can be there. It's so important to do that.
And I just want to say one more thing before we sign off here. Alan, you were talking about 6-figure a month, and what you could do with that. Like, and it made me think about something. Sometimes when we're doing a vision board and you're thinking about your goals, and, if somebody says to you, how much money do you want to make? That is an uncomfortable question for a lot of people. And I don't know if you are one of them, but I want you to ask yourself some questions, because our personal relationship with money has a direct impact of our success in this industry. And you might not think that to be true, but that is 100% true, because if you don't have a good relationship with money in your mind, like you think that maybe making a lot of money is a bad thing, even though you may be laughing that I'm saying that, but maybe how you were growing up, somebody was talking about it in a derogatory manner or spoke ill of people who were wealthy. And maybe there's something in your mind that is not allowing you to get past a certain point because you don't believe that that's good, or you don't deserve that or whatever. So I just am saying, think about how much you would like to make if failure were not an option, what you might want to do with that money, and kind of think about your relationship and dig a little bit deeper in that as you're doing your vision board, because that's going to really help you.
Yeah, good point.
That is so true, and I challenge anybody that's had a lot of money to make that statement, because money will not make you happy. I promise you that.
It's true.
But what you can do with the money will make you happy.
Correct.
When you can say to your spouse, where do we want to go on vacation this year? And you don't have to think, where can we afford to go? When you're able to write that check, I've got a check written to my favorite charity for $100,000, and kind of like what Jim Carrey did. And I've written to myself too. And I took one of my bank statements and I whited out, what it said, and I changed what it said.
Nice.
And I got that, and I'm like, look at that, And so, yeah. And so it just, but you got to believe it.
You do. Can I add one more thing quick before one of the things that I found personally that would happen, and I know I've heard others talk about it, is you visualize the big house you want, or the big, I want to live on a beach, and you've got that big vision. And sometimes that becomes so intimidating, like Denise was talking about, with a large amount of money. When you're creating your board, don't forget to put those little things on there, because going after the little things leads the way and opens the doors to go on to the next. And sometimes when you just put that big thing on there, you're paralyzed. So put the little stuff, because boy, it feels good to hit those little milestones as you're going.
And a lot of times you don't even realize.
No.
All of a sudden you're looking at your vision board one day and you're like, oh, I got to change that because I already got all those things.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yay.
Have fun.
I appreciate you, ladies. I appreciate everybody on the call. Love you. We cannot do what we want to do without each and every one of you.
We can't. We look forward to meetings in the motorhome, Alan.
Hey, we'll bring it out. We might even, we'll put. It'll be great. It'll be cool. Yeah.
All right, guys.
Amanda says she's not coming, so she'll have to stay home and.
Crazy.
All right, see you girls. Have a great day. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.